taken down, I felt like Conor could be Conor's stand up is way better, and Conor is going to be able to move away from a lot of the stuff that Al wasn't able to. But I didn't think that Rogan needed to apologize. I think it was what a lot of people at home were thinking, and that's sort of my take on that. I was watching Below the Belt with Brendan Shaub, and he was talking about the Conor incident. Unless you live in a cave, you heard about the Conor McGregor bus incident. And, Shaub was talking about how, I think he was trying to be funny, but he was saying that the people should have gotten off the bus to fight Conor and the Irish guys. Many people are calling them hooligans. I'm not gonna say that, because they're probably decent guys. But they were there to have Conor's back, and my guess is that it's kind of a situation where when Conor calls, you go. It's probably pretty tough for any of those guys to say no to Conor. Conor wanted to come down and go to the Barclays Center and start some problems. But Shaub was saying that they should have gotten out of the bus, and I obviously Brendan Schaub's trying to be funny. He's a comedian. He is funny. It's one of the reasons why his podcast is so fantastic. But, I mean, come on, man. They can't come out of the bus. For one, you got Dana White there. Dana White's your boss. Dana White has the ability to basically control your life. And if Dana White says, don't get off the bus, I mean, you're not going to get off the bus. Dana White has showed many a times that if you don't do what he wants you to do, and you're a fighter under contract with the UFC, you're going to have some problems, unless your name's Conor McGregor and you sell 2 million pay-per-views. Other than Conor, nobody can really do whatever they want to do. And if Dana's on the bus and he's standing in front of the door and he tells you, hey, you can't get off the bus, let me tell you something, man. You're probably not going to get off the bus. I think there was also security guards on the bus. I think somebody said that. And so, Brendan's obviously I'm here to do a wrap-up show about Brendan Schaub's show, and I'm a huge fan of Brendan Schaub. I agree with most everything he says, but I mean that takes a little bit ridiculous because I mean he knows, the Dana White's there and security's there. On top of that, let's say you do step out, you get into a fight, you break a hand, you get cut like Chessa did. You're not fighting and you're not getting paid Saturday night, and there's probably very few people on that card that don't need the money. We all know how little most UFC and other MMA fighters make. Unless you're, in the top 5% of stars, you're making, an average income at best, and you're not going to chance that because Conor's outside calling out Khabib. So Brennan's a funny guy, but that one, obviously, there's no way those guys could get off the bus. So as far as the incident is concerned, I mean, God, Conor went nuts. Dana White made a little bit of a comment about Conor being on drugs, and I thought that was kind of interesting because Dana White, if he thought that Conor McGregor was like totally clean and didn't do any drugs, he's never going to say something like that. Obviously, when you say something like that, you're insinuating that at least at some time Conor can be on drugs. For instance, and I don't know of one in particular, but let's just say you had an MMA fighter that was extremely religious and was a devout Mormon, let's say, and you knew that he didn't party and you knew that he wasn't doing blow. You would never say, I don't know if he was on drugs or what. That would never enter your mind. But the fact that Dana White did say that, I think it was a calculated jab. I think he was upset at Conor. I think that he wanted Conor to in some way, shape, or form pay for what he did. But it was interesting that Conor, I guess, Dana White had said that Conor got upset at him about that, and I could see why. You're basically saying the guy was on drugs. Now, I saw the videos. There was some videos that did show Conor kind of look into the camera real quick. I've done a little partying in my day, I'm not going to lie to you. It looked a little suspect, man. It looked a little suspect. He was very jittery. He could have just been fired up from the situation, but I would say that he's probably at the very least drunk. Because